guys, in this video, I'm going to talk about Webull. Now, I haven't been a big fan of Robinhood, so I assumed Webull would be much the same because you get what you pay for, right? Because Robinhood is free, so it's not very great, but for some people it works. And then Webull, it's free, so I was thinking it probably wouldn't be very great either. But I've been testing it this week, and it's actually impressed me quite a bit. So I haven't funded the account yet. It's actually transferring right now, but I have been playing around with the data and with the paper trading. Now, the reason I want to use it for scalping options is because it's free, whereas with TastyWorks, that's who I use for options right now. It's not free, but they are pretty cheap, but their order entry isn't very great. It's kind of hard to get in and out fast. TastyWorks is meant more for spreads. So I do my scalping through Tradestation, where I can use the matrix or the active trader. Now you can't do that yet with Webull from what I've seen, and I'll show you what I mean. But I am actually really impressed with how fast it is pulling the data. I was comparing all these brokers and have found that TastyWorks was actually one of the slowest ones when it comes to options data. And Webull was actually one of the fastest. Here, let me show you the comparison. So right here on the left side, I've got Webull. And Webull's platform is pretty nice. It's customizable with these windows like this, and you can even put the windows within windows like that. So now I've got the order entry here and then the options. I can pull that out. So it is pretty customizable. For the most part, it's actually a pretty decent platform. I don't love the charting, so I will still continue to use Tradingview as my main charting platform. And I'll probably continue to use Tradestation as my platform for trading stocks. But that could change as I test things out with Webull. Over here on the options chain, you have to first sign up for real-time quotes for it to be actually giving you real-time quotes. It's only $3 a month, so nothing crazy. So right now on TastyWorks, I have the 378 contracts selected on the same day expiration. So these expire in about an hour. Let's find the 378 over here. So, and these are the puts. So 378 puts here. So if you look at these side by side, you'll notice that Webull is a tad bit faster. Right now they match 108, 108, 107, 107, 106, 106, 108, 108. So you can see how TastyWorks is like a second or two behind Webull on its data that's coming through the options. So that really impressed me with their data, so I assume, hopefully, their executions will be just as good or better than TastyWorks. Now, in order to place the order, I have to just click on it and it'll show up here in the order entry. And then I can choose the quantity here. And you can choose what's in this little drop down. And then you place the order, which, I mean, that's not ideal. I would rather have the active trader or matrix, which they do have something like it over here in trade under price ladder. So they do have it, but when I set it to be with the options, it shows it there, but it won't let me actually place a trade there. It says not available. Now maybe this is something to do with actually funding my account, because right now the funds are being transferred. But from what I see, you can't use this price ladder with the options, but maybe you can in the future. Now the next thing is, it's really cool that you can create a watch list. TastyWorks you can't. Now, Tradestation and Thinkorswim, you can, but they have fees. You just right-click, hit Add to Watch List, My Watch List, and now it's right here. And I can click through them. And I can also see a chart that's those options, which can be beneficial. I like to see the volume on a chart with the options, whereas TastyWorks, you can't look at an options like chart. The other two brokers you can, Tradestation and Thinkorswim, but so far, this seems a little bit better than TastyWorks, which is what I was using primarily for options. because their fees are way less when you do like 100 lot on SPY. It's only going to cost you $10, whereas with TradeStation or TD Ameritrade, you're going to be paying 65 cents per contract to get in and to get out. And that's going to be over $100 in fees if you do 100 contracts at a time. Now next, I was thinking, well, I love TastyWorks for spreads. And you can do spreads with Webull. You just click on that button, click on a spread type. So this is the vertical. The thing that's kind of different is that it just puts in a spread on the strike. So right now it's at a 1-point spread. And you can't change that in the options chain from what I have found so far. But you can change it. So you just need to click on one that you want. So say like the 370, 371, and then go to graph, and you can change the width right here. So now we've got a 378 and a 370. So now we've got an 8-point width, and I can actually just move that around like that. Now there are a ton more features with Webull. They've got all these different widgets that you can use. And I've actually gone through every single one and found which ones I actually like. But I'm going to be starting out primarily using this as an options platform. And if you don't know, I've done a lot of crash courses on a bunch of platforms like Tradestation, Lightspeed, TastyWorks, Tradingview, and they're all free right now if you go to courses.TraderCreatorPro.com. But let me know if you want a full crash course on Webull. Webull is actually an awesome platform. I'm really excited to test out to see how their executions are. Hopefully they're really good. And so I can keep using Webull and maybe even trade stocks using Webull rather than TradeStation. But we'll see what happens. So let me know what questions you have about Webull and maybe what you want me to test. And I can let you know the good, the bad, the ugly of Webull. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.